Well, good morning, everybody. Meteorologist Travis Klineski here, and I don't usually start off with graphics that show kind of what's happening right now because I know a lot of you will watch this later on today. But I do want to start with this one right here at 8 o'clock this morning, and I waited a little bit to record mostly because there were some new things coming in. There's been a lot of changes, and I'm still trying to get a grip of this forecast. It's a very difficult forecast today. Basically, what's happening is we do have a disturbance moving through that is bringing a round of, for some areas, snow, some areas a little bit of light rain or freezing rain, I should say, or sleet out there. We've had reports of some slick spots out towards the west. And again, you're kind of seeing that cutoff here in central Nebraska. So it's kind of tough to tell who's getting what at this point here. But what is most notable, I guess, is the best chance of snow today, or at least accumulating snowfalls north of the interstate. You're kind of seeing that right now. This is a quick moving disturbance, won't last too terribly long out here. Well, as we look at our advisories out there, we actually also had a brand new winter weather advisory issued here about a half an hour ago. And that's the other reason why I'm glad I kind of waited with this recording here. Winter weather advisory till 1 o'clock. Now, for some of these counties in central Nebraska, it's because of snowfall rates of amounts of 1 to 3 inches. But that's mostly north and northeast of the Tri-Cities. You get towards the Tri-Cities and southward, and there's also the threat of some slick conditions due to freezing rain. Not so much the heavier snowfall of 1 to 3 inches. So we're not going to see high totals out of this here. But again, keep in mind, there are going to be some slick roads. That's something to keep in mind here between now and 1 o'clock here. This is a quick moving system. It'll quickly push off to the east here. By this afternoon, I think most places are done with the precipitation, a little bit lingering in the east here. Heading into the later afternoon hours, we may even sneak in a little bit of sunshine, but it does remain cold. Now, it's kind of hard to explain here, but what we have is actually a warm front pushing eastward, quickly followed up by a cold front here. So really the only areas that warm up at all today are going to be in the southwest part of the state. Most areas are going to stay fairly cold, although warmer than yesterday. Heading into tonight then, clear skies initially, or at least partly cloudy to clear skies, and then later in the night we see our next batch of clouds with another disturbance move in from the southwest. I will tell you right now, this forecast model, our in-house forecast model, is doing a terrible job with this one today, for tomorrow's forecast, I should say here. It barely shows any snow moving through. I think we've got a pretty decent chance of snow, especially for the southern half of Nebraska and parts of northern Kansas, and then eventually towards the eastern part of the state. Again, you can see there's barely anything showing up on futurecast here, but most models have at least a little bit of something. This should clear out of here by tomorrow night, but we could see several more inches of snowfall squeezed out of the system here tomorrow here. This time focus more farther south compared to the areas farther north that'll have a better chance today. So here's the areas the best chance of maybe 1 to 3 inches of snow north and then out towards the east. Lower totals to the southwest, although freezing drizzle or freezing rain is still a possibility out there. And then heading into tonight, quiet, but here comes that next round coming this time out of the southwest. And this one could bring 1 to 3 inches of snowfall, especially for areas that didn't get much snow or don't get much snow today. Although you look off to the southwest, maybe 4 or 5 inches of snow, not out of the realm of possibilities in those locations here. So by the end of the day tomorrow, most of us will have at least a little bit of snow on the ground. It's also going to be a little colder for your day on Tuesday. Now, today's temperature is better than yesterday, but most places still cold. 20s up north. The warmest temperatures in southwest Nebraska into the 30s. It'll kind of be brief, though. You'll warm up and then probably see temperatures drop once that cold front comes through. That's when we'll start to see that wind shift more out of the north later on. Heading towards the south here, again, 20s to the east, 30s to the west. It's as warm as 37 in Phillipsburg. Only 25 in Aurora, 26 in Grand Island. And then to the east here, 20s for the most part, maybe low 30s around Belleville, Kansas. Chance of snow through, I'd say, mid-afternoon, as the winds will eventually become more northerly and a little bit breezy behind that front. Next couple of days, not real nice out there. We got the snow today, especially north and east. Another round tomorrow. That one's focused more southerly. Nothing real warm for a while. Best day is probably on Thursday as we get those temperatures into the upper 30s to near 40. We'll see some 40s off towards the southwest, although some temperatures will hinge on how much snow is on the ground after these first couple of days of the week. We start to bring in some colder air towards Friday and the end of the week there. The weekend is a couple more chances of snow move back in. These are kind of questionable on exactly when we'll see the best chance for these. Mostly look to be light snow events, nothing too significant, but it's still something worth watching as we get a little bit closer here. Again, we're still several days out from those chances. So again, not great weather in the coming days ahead if you are not a fan of winter. If you're a fan of spring, you have to wait a little while longer the way it looks right now. So there you go. There's your forecast for today. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Klineski. I hope you all have a great Monday. Stay safe on the roads today. God bless.